Sorry for being late, guys. I was having a racing heart. It's not really going down, but I gotta work. It's been like that for the past, I don't know, 30 minutes or so. It's not too high. It's like 128, but it's uncomfortable, you know? So, we're gonna do the tragic story of Mr. Freeze and Mrs. Freeze. Probably do the Mr. Freeze boss today, I think. Um, so, yeah. Uh, am I okay? I mean, I'm a little dizzy, but I'm okay. Be fine. Working helps. Being left alone to my own thoughts doesn't help. Just makes me more anxious. What? I did the best I could. You can have what's left. Okay. And I have one other thing in the fridge. I had half. Had half of it. Okay. What were we doing again? Going inside Goth Corp, right? Does it tell me how many icicle people you've saved? 5 of 20. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14? Did I count that one already? It's either 13 or 14 outside, I think. So, still nowhere near the amount of copsicles. Am I going to free all the copsicles on this stream? Probably not. This stream will do... The copsicles and the Last of Anarchy would be its own stream. Probably. What was I doing? Sorry, I'm a little lightheaded. Just trying to remember what I need to do. Oh yeah, go inside Goth Corp. We'll get there. Just need a minute to gather my bearings, as they say. Okay, so we got the cryo drill last time. Did I know Jason Todd was going to be in Arkham Knight? Yes. Yep. I figured that out real fast. Before I was kicked out of Rocksteady's ambassador program, I knew that Jason was Arkham Knight, and they asked me not to make any videos on it. But once I was fired from the program because of that YouTuber, I said screw him, and I did it anyway. I got like, why do you think I went viral? I released the information before the game came out, I'm pretty sure. I had no loyalty to Warner Brothers or the other content creators. They kicked me out of the program for stupid reasons, so I said screw them. And I released my video. But yeah, I knew ahead of time. I knew probably like two months before the game came out that Jason Todd was the Arkham Knight. But I don't have loyalty to people that don't have loyalty to me. Like, I'll respect your wishes if you treat me like a decent person, but if you try to throw me under the bus or you try to do something, I have no loyalty to you. Screw you. That's how I roll. So. Yeah, I did that to hurt Rocksteady, and I did ruin the game for a lot of people, and I don't care. Don't mess with me. That's the big life lesson. Don't screw with Kwing if you don't want to be screwed with. That's how I roll. Because I'm not going to play nice and I'm not going to be polite. What do I have to gain from it? Nothing. Nothing in it for me.
It's here.
I sure as heck fire am not going to be nice to you. Not how New Yorkers roll. Give and take. You want to be respected, you got to respect the other person. That's how it works. You can't demand respect, you have to earn respect.
Don't hurt me.
Was I spoiled? I get spoiled for movies all the time. I figure out the plot of a 2-hour movie after 15 minutes. 9 times out of 10, I'm always right. I always get spoiled. The only things that I can't figure out plot-wise is anime and Korean dramas, which is why I watch those, because Western shows, I know how it's going to end before it even ends. It's not even fun. I'll sit there on the couch doing running commentary, and 90% of the time I'm right, and my wife will look at me like, have you ever seen the show? I said, nope. Go to the movie, I take her to the movie, I said, most likely this is going to happen. It happens, and she's like, how did you do that?
I'll
like,
need
I
to
don't
evacuate this lab of
I said it was
cryovapor
predictable.
before the lockdown protocol on this door is disengaged.
It's too predictable. And because everything is based on a stereotype now, it's even more predictable than it was in the 90s and the 80s. Everything is stereotypical. Like, watch this person come out of the closet. Watch this person do this. You know, it's all predictable. You know?
There are power conduits running through the greenhouses. I should be able to disable them with a thermocharged batarang.
Well, this is the one thing I love about Korean dramas, okay? I can be getting invested in a Korean drama, and it's like, oh wow, this couple has their whole life ahead of them. All of a sudden, the dude falls down the stairs, breaks his neck, he's in a coma, and he dies. I'm like, what? Who's she gonna be with? She's not gonna be with anybody. She's gonna live her life by herself. She had love and she lost it. That was the whole point of the show. I'm like, what? She's not gonna have some rebound, dude? It's like, no, he's dead. The love of her life died. It's like, what? They don't do that in the West. I was like, huh. So, you know, when I watch a Korean show, I never know what's gonna happen. Like, there's twists all the time. They keep you guessing. You might think it's gonna be like a happily ever after or something like that. And then somebody like collapses in the rain and they die, or they end up in the hospital for like several episodes. I can never predict what happens in Korean dramas ever. That's why I like watching them, is because I actually feel like I'm getting entertainment. But Western stuff, yeah, I figured it out so easily. It's not even fun.
To stop that reactor leak. Then I need to ventilate the room of cryovapor.
Yep, animes get pretty predictable. Animes usually take about 12 or 9 episodes for a couple to actually get together. Then they have a big fight. And then in the last episode, they either make amends or they break up. And the main character's like, huh, well, that happened. What am I going to do with my life now? I guess we'll find out next season. It's like, really? Okay.
Danger. Cryogenic reactor has failed. Containment breach in progress.
Mm-hmm. Of course you can. No, I have another half, honey. Hmm. On the stove. On the stove. Mm-hmm.
I thought somebody was supposed to kill that son of a bitch. He got the first switch. What's he doing? I can't see.
Oh, but yeah, that's why I like Korean stuff. Not only is it like really romantic and sweet though, but sometimes it's like characters just randomly die for no reason. It could be a show about like a rich heiress, or you know, just an average like flower pruner, and they get hit by a car, and you're like, what just happened? Yeah, the meat was very tough, but it's a very good sandwich. It is a good cut of meat. I just didn't have time to finish it because, like, I have to do my stream, and also I was starting to have, like, that esophagus thing. So I was like, that's too much. I feel like I got sustenance, so I'm gonna have like a veggie platter later, like right before solo leveling. I'm gonna have the veggie thing. Okay.
Now's our chance. Get in there.
Oh.
Blow 'em to hell.
Yeah, you can have that. I can't have the mango. That's that's citrus.
A thermocharged battery.
That'll
can
cause
break up the
contractions
ice
with
encasing
my
that
throat.
vantage.
I also got some ham.
You didn't just get the mango though, right? You just got one.
I got 3 of the strawberry, 1.
Guys, you see this?
Okay, the peach mango's yours. It's good, but it causes problems for me. Yeah, it's really good though. It tastes really yummy, but it causes problems with my throat, so I can't have it.
He uses the smoke to get away. I'm gonna wait here, you guys. We got him over here. What the? Where are you?
Hey, they're shooting at me, you jerks.
Follow me. I got him.
Yeah, I know that. I know that Penguin and Riddler were, you know, were changed to be a certain way. I know.
We stay still.
There were lots of reasons I didn't like the Gotham show, though.
So, you go first.
But the Gotham show was still better acted than the Gotham Knights show. Or anything on the CW. But, yeah, they did that on purpose. And then they tried to change the Riddler and Penguin in the comics. Because that's the only problem I have when you change characters. Is then they try to change them in the comic because they changed them in a movie or something like that. It's like, if you want to experiment with characters, that's fine. But then don't go change the original characters to fit your narrative. I hate that.
They always lie and say, why are you getting upset? It's an Elseworld story.
Yeah, they always say, why are you getting upset? It's just an Elseworld story. And then they make it canon, and it's like, well, you're not allowed to be upset because now it's canon. It's like, that's what you wanted to do the whole time. You wanted to change who they were so that people can't say anything. It's a bait and switch, exactly. It's not done for the betterment of the characters. It's done for, like, a group of weirdos so that they have the ability, just like the thing that they always used to say. It's like, it's just about being in love and getting married. And now they're teaching kids in school and stuff. Oh, it was never about teaching kids. Now it's like, yes, it was always about teaching kids. It's like, yeah, it's
People always say, we just want to be left alone, but they never do.
just want to be left alone, and yeah, exactly. It's
But they never want to be left alone. They
yeah.
wanna-
So that, I mean, that's the only problem I have with it, though, is like, you know, if you want to do an Elseworlds, that's fine, but then don't go change the comic. Like, you want to mess with Tim and make him one way in an Elseworlds comic or, you know, an animated movie, that's fine. Don't change him in the comic. Like, don't change him in the mainline universe. But they always have to. Because they're like, well, we did it in the show, we have to change them. It's like, screw you. But the thing is, which I wouldn't care about, if you had the ability to, say you came in as a writer and you changed the character, they don't let you change the character back. Like, if it's really all fictional, then you should be able to make the character straight again. Like, a new writer should be able to look at Tim Drake and be like, I really liked Tim and Stephanie when I was a kid, I'm putting them back together. But DC's like, no, you can't do that because he's with men now. It's like, but I don't want to write that. You have to. It's like, then how is that creative freedom? You know?
Also, that's pretty messed up that he would have to kill his girlfriend to end up with another guy. Like, wait,
Yeah, he killed his girlfriend and he was in love with her, but he needed to prove himself. Yeah, it was weird. But I like the portrayal of the Riddler in the show. Like, aside from, you know, who he sleeps with, like, he was a very complex character. Like, he was like the Riddler, because in the animated series, we didn't get the Riddler very much. There was, like, a whole, like, taboo with using the Riddler because of the Batman Forever movie. So when Batman Forever was in development, we got, like, 3 episodes that were greenlit with the Riddler, and then he never showed up in the animated series. And the animated series lasted for 85 episodes. But Riddler's only in 3 episodes. It's because we weren't allowed to use him. Also, did you notice how Catwoman disappears, too, at one point? Catwoman and Penguin both disappear from the animated series for 1 year. And then Catwoman comes back near the end of the 3rd season.
yeah, I don't know why, but in my feed,
And Two-Face disappeared, too. Breaking Bad. Why does that sound familiar?
It's a show from 2008.
Wait, is that the show about drugs?
Yeah, it's where the professor of chemistry makes drugs in his garage.
I
and
didn't
I was
like that.
it was put in my face, like in my feed, so I was like, well, I've never watched the show. This looks interesting. So I started watching it a little bit. And, like, all the people in the comments were like, oh my gosh, this was the best scene. These are the best actors of all time.
Uh-huh.
Like, wow, the tension you could cut with a knife and all this.
Yeah.
And it was like, when I was watching it, it didn't really feel that interesting to me. You know, they were just negotiating, like, I have something for you, I have product. And,
Right.
you know, it's just like, okay, well,
I found someone.
like... This isn't very interesting, no offense, but I mean, I think I would be bored if I was a criminal like that. I would be bored because, you know, it's like you're talking, everyone already knows what you're talking about. You're acting so cool, like, everyone clearly knows what you're discussing. I don't know, it's just weird. Yeah.
This is bad.
I mean, you're allowed to like what you like
This
and
is how he's kicking our asses.
not like what you don't like. It's normal.
It's just
How are we
like
supposed
a
to
lot of,
find
like,
them if
I
we
have
can't
people who
find
want me
them?
to, everyone at my work, and everyone in the chat probably, like a lot of people on a lot of our streams watch like Stranger Things now, and I have tried to watch it, but every time I watch any clip of Stranger Things, I laugh because I think it's just ridiculous. Like I don't like it. It's just the acting isn't good, and there's too much F-bombs, and like it's just over the top, like weird, like it's like a parody of itself.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, the show ended terribly and the ratings plummeted. So everything that I said would happen to the show that people told me for years, no, they're never going to do that.
Which show?
They had a
Gotham
character.
Knights or
No.
or the
Stranger Things. They had one of the main characters come out. It was really awkward.
The guy who's dating Winona Ryder. Like, Winona Ryder is in that show, and she's like a mom.
Mm-hmm.
And there's this dorky guy that dates her. That guy is, like, the worst part of the show. Like, I cannot take that guy seriously.
Right. But years ago...
He's like a parody of himself.
Years ago, I told people that were really into the show, because the show was on for like 6 years. I told people, I said, look, they're probably going to do this with this character. It's Netflix. And they're like, no, they're not going to do that. They're not going to do that to forsake the story. And those same people are saying, oh my gosh, I'm so glad they did that, and all this other stuff. So, I mean, they're all hypocrites, because before they were like, no, they're not going to do that for the sake of blah, blah, blah.
They have to... It's like they have to agree with they have to agree with the hive mind. Like, they admit that they don't want this to happen, and then later on, when it happens, they just pretend that they always were fine with it, when they clearly said, you know, 4 years earlier that
my favorite argument that they say, well, this was always made for us. It wasn't made for you. It was always made for us. Like, we claim this. Blah, 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 blah.
No offense. I mean, I probably shouldn't be talking about this on the video because, like, I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't be talking about this, but just saying my opinion. I don't know why I'm randomly saying it now, but I kind of see the clips that I've seen of this guy. Like, I don't know if he's the person that changed whatever. I don't know. But this guy that's dating Winona Ryder, like, every clip I see of him, he just is like the... You know where there's you know where people made, like, you know when Deadpool met Nice Pool?
Yeah.
And, like, it was the nice version of himself who's completely, I don't know how to describe it, but he's completely inauthentic and obviously fake personality.
He's supposed to be the opposite of Deadpool. That's why he's Nice Pool.
Right, and that's how this person is. It's like they're like Nice Pool again. They're obviously fake, inauthentic personality. Because you know who also plays a great Nice Pool? You know, in another inauthentic, and I want to say, I would say Nice Pool, but also really what Nice Pool was playing was the beta male, really. And I have to say it's true. But you know who plays another Nice Pool is that divorced guy in Jingle All the Way. He is Nice Pool also. He's playing the same character. And this is the same personality as this guy from Stranger Things. It's another inauthentic person who's obviously just pretending to be like a man version of Martha Stewart so that he can just he's a pick, like people call girls that play video games and like guy things a pick me. Well, that's what he is. He's a pick me.
A what?
That's what they call women that are interested in male things so that they can be cool. They call them a pick me.
I've never heard of that.
That's all over. Every woman in the world has heard of it, and if you're a woman that literally says that she's okay with your man playing video games, or she's okay, like, okay, so women have like a code. Like if you're somebody's wife or girlfriend, like, and you asked your husband or boyfriend to stop playing the game because you put dinner on, or you stop playing the game because you need to watch your Hallmark movie. If you ask them to pause your game and they cannot pause it, and they don't pause it within like a few minutes, and you don't have some kind of power over your man, then you're not following the code.
The code.
And even your mom and your sister acted like this with me, where I wasn't following the code. And even my mom acted like this with me. This is most women act like this, where they expect, and if you are easygoing, and if you're like, that's okay, my husband can play video games with his friends, or that's okay, he can have a man cave, or he can have a video game room, then, or you're like, hey, I really like, like most girls like doing their nails, but I really like going out and hanging out outdoors and doing woodworking, or if you have any habits that are the same as men have, you're considered a pick-me.
I've never heard of that.
That is literally what it basically is saying. Women, it's an insult.
Huh.
It's an insult to women. It's saying that you're saying it. Women call each other this because they're saying that you are they're basically saying that you are taking every feminine quality and making women like worthless. Like, by you not acting like a woman, you're literally making women like they're worthless.
I think that's a term from 20 years ago. Honey.
No, that's all I hear it all the time.
It's used against a woman.
Right, I said it's a pick-me, but I'm saying that these guys, like Nice Pool, he is basically the pick-me version of a man, where he's taking on feminine traits to try to appease women and be the ideal man. The ideal man for women is someone who's a woman that looks like a man. That's the same as men. The ideal woman for a man is someone who has all these traits of a man but looks like a woman.
Yeah, this is an old phrase that they don't use that much anymore. It came around 2015.
Yeah, but people still treat women like that.
Okay.
They still think of it. Even if they don't have the phrase for it, that's how women think of. But I'm just saying, like, that's how these men are. Like, what I'm saying is...
there's thug speech.
What a pick-me really means is they're saying... Like, I really like playing basketball with the guys, and I like playing video games, and I like woodworking. They would call me a pick-me because what they're actually saying is that I forced myself to learn those things so that I could feel like I'm the superior woman and that all guys like me better because I need that much male attention. But that's not true because maybe I like those things. But I'm saying that's what the men are like in these shows.
Okay, can I
like that guy is not like that. I do not believe his real personality is like that.
We got in-game dialogue and stuff now.
I'm done.
Maybe this freeze guy's a better bet for us. You keep talking like that, I'm gonna kick your ass so hard you'll be sitting down on your face. Hey, I'm just saying. Never hurt to keep our options open, you know?
Okay, so we need to drop the icicle on their heads, which is over here. Then that'll get 2. Then we drop down. Oh, I got an achievement for that? That's weird. Oh, whoops, that guy had a gun. Wait, how would the gun work in frozen temperatures? So I saw somebody have a question about Arkham. Why hasn't this been remastered? Maybe you're new to Arkham Origins, but Arkham Origins is a buggy mess. Like, its source code and everything about the game, no matter where you play it, has so many problems that would not would not be acceptable for a quote-unquote modern game. This game has more than just graphical blemish problems. It has, underneath the surface of it, it has so many problems that would be a huge embarrassment if Warner Brothers allowed this game to be resold, repackaged, or anything. That's why it's never included in anything, is because they would have to remake this game from the ground up. I know they're talking about remaking Arkham Asylum, but they shouldn't. They should remake Arkham Origins from the ground up so that it's actually properly made this time, and also that they don't force the developer to have a release date that they have to meet. They were pressured to get this out holiday of 2013, and it released with so many problems that they did patch, but they still haven't been able to fix all the other problems that this game has. That's why Arkham Origins is never resold. It's never like, oh, here's a 10-year anniversary, like, all DLC edition. We never got an Ultimate Edition like we did with Arkham City. Arkham City, we got an edition with all the costumes. You know? And Catwoman and stuff like that. They actually sold a later version. There's never been a version of Arkham Origins that they've sold that is the complete package with all the season pass, all that stuff. It's because they know that the game is a MacGuffin. It has so many problems that it's just not worth, you know, fixing. And the fan base that likes this game is very small. Like, they're the minorities of the Arkham fans. There are a lot of people that have grown to like this game over time, but everybody admits that it has problems. And those problems is why lazy Warner Brothers will never, ever re-release the game. And they'll never fix the problems either.
People in the chat were saying they feel like they can't release it again because of the music copyright.
The music is a factor, but the constant bugs is all kinds of stuff. But yeah, also the composer became a villain in his later years. He used to be a really cool DC composer that made lots of great animated movies during the time that this game came out. He did the music for The Dark Knight Returns. He did the music for Crisis on Two Earths. He did the music for Gotham Knights, the Batman anime movie Gotham Knights. He did the music for Public Enemies. He was like Warner Brothers' go-to composer for DC animated films and video games. He did the Injustice music too. Cool Injustice 1, he did the music. Did the music for Arkham Origins. Did the music for Blackgate. He did the music for, I believe, Shadow of Mordor. All kinds of stuff. Very talented composer. But for whatever reason, he went cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. And he just, like, whenever his music is used in games, his, not Warner Music Group, his music agency claims the game in his name. And that's why more than half of my Arkham Origins videos, which there are a lot, over the past 11 years, more than half of them are all claimed by Christopher Drake and his, you know, representatives. Not WMG, which is Warner Music Group. So the composer is the one that owns the rights to the music. So they would have to get an all-new composer, which probably they would get AI to make, like, Batman Christmas-inspired music, but this guy's a beautiful composer.
There's more going on here than a simple accident. This
he just turned crazy.
Skin has the same blue coloration as Freeze's. I should set up a crime scene.
Music sounds good.
Yep, but we didn't get super chat, so we can't hear the music. This is Freeze Origin. The tragedy that happened to Freeze, that they had to kill everyone in this room. Like this guy. He survived and then he died.
Data analysis indicates that he died from heat stroke, but the control room doesn't show signs of overheating. This is some kind of crystallized chemical residue. Traces lead back into the lab.
Yeah, but I've said for years that they should remake this game. If they're rebooting the Arkham franchise, then reboot Arkham Origins and be that the beginning. And then all the games that you make after that can be brand spanking new. You know, you don't have to technically redo everything that Arkham Asylum and Arkham, the other Arkhams that do your own thing.
Then the continuity wouldn't be messed up because you'd start from scratch. You'd start from this game.
Yep, exactly. And here's another factor for the favor. Most of the actors who played in Arkham Asylum are dead. Like, a lot of the Arkham Asylum actors are no longer alive, or they're no longer able to do voiceover anymore because of, like, getting throat cancer or whatever. You know, problems with their vocal cords. The cast who did Arkham Origins is still relatively young. They could come back, like, 15 years later to do a remake. No problem. And also, Roger Craig Smith is a little bit older now, so his Batman voice would be just as refined as it was in Arkham Shadow, which I liked his performance in Arkham Shadow. So it would be in their best interest to remake Arkham Origins because they wouldn't have as much pushback as remaking Arkham Asylum. Most fans keep saying, "Oh man, we want Arkham Origins. We want more Arkham Origins. We want it to re-release." If they made a remake with all the new fidelity effects and all that other stuff today, it would be amazing because everybody says they love the story of Arkham Origins. You know, you just do that and boom, have that be the beginning of your brand new Arkham universe. Think of it kind of like what they did with some DCU movies, like, or excuse me, what they did with Peacemaker. Peacemaker ended a certain way, and then they just retconned some things for season 2. There you go. That would be in their best interest to do it. The problem is, Warner Brothers are idiots and morons that they'll never do that because they would rather do the hard, controversial thing, which is reboot Arkham Asylum that everybody loves.
Yeah, why not have a different universe?
When they could easily, you know, because so many people play this, like, this game is a phenomenon.
They are idiots.
At this time of year. Like, this game could be very bankable if Warner Brothers was intelligent, but the problem is, you have a bunch of crazy monkeys running it.
They don't understand when they're about to do something that's going to tick off the fan base. Like, obviously, like, they don't understand that Arkham Asylum is, and the Arkham, like, trilogy is, like, sacred to Batman fans, and it's extremely beloved, so if you remake it, it's going to ruin it, because, like, whatever you do, it was already the peak it could possibly be.
Here's the thing.
So now you're going to ruin it. No matter what you do, it will be ruined.
So many people have been... I see all the time, every year trending at Christmas time. Re-release Arkham Origins. Remake Arkham Origins. There is a fan interest. There are millions of people that would buy this game redone from the ground up. You know? And Arkham Origins was also it was a shorter game in comparison to Arkham City and Arkham Knight. Because they tried to put in as much content as they could, but they were really pushing the engine of the PS3.
Yeah, there was... I mean, I remember the differences between the timeline. Definitely something with Bane. And why his motivation for... And why he was pumped full of chemicals. It was different in the Arkham Asylum than it was in the...
Yeah, the brouhaha.
Origin. It was different. They had a different backstory for that. They also had a different version of...
The trail ends here.
Yeah, we'll have to hold that
I should
button.
scan for more evidence.
This is going to be all detective stuff now. We'll come back to that. Alright, so where... I need to scan this.
Two men struggled. One of them ran out of the lab. That would be the dead security guard I found.
Well, I mean, if the music is copyrighted, number one, you just hire Christopher Drake again.
No.
Okay, then hire somebody else who can do a decent job at making a Christmas-themed Arkham music.
Yeah, but we're just going full-blown the story, and then we'll talk later.
Oh, I know.
These palm prints are a match for Victor Freeze. He must have watched the security guard die. Freeze scavenged what he needed from various prototypes to build himself a super-cooled survival suit. Extreme pressure built up inside the tank when ice sealed these outtakes. It appears that this guard was frozen by the cryovapors from the resulting explosion. The evidence suggests the guard was frozen before the tank ruptured, perhaps by Freeze's cryocannon. These DNA traces are a match for Victor Freeze. Spatter analysis suggests a blunt impact. Someone assaulted Freeze with a weapon. The cannon was knocked over and fired. When the tank exploded, it released a plume of cryochemicals. The plume enveloped Freeze and the guard, but the shockwave knocked the assailant clear. I need to find that weapon. It may have evidence I can use to identify the assailant.
Okay, Amber and I were
Sorry,
discussing
was
some
just
stuff.
talking.
I don't remember what I'm supposed to scan next. We did
I have to say that
follow the red trail through the crime scene.
I really never watched any of the Gotham show at all,
There it is.
except for
DNA analysis confirms the gun was used to bludgeon Victor Freeze, and fingerprint analysis shows Ferris Boyle. It was Ferris. Something was wheeled through this fluid, possibly a gurney. The fluid must have frozen almost immediately for these tracks to have been preserved. Odd. Freeze was secretly doing research on Huntington's Korea, but this is a cryogenic weapons lab. The test subject was Nora Freeze. Now I know what happened here. Boyle hired Victor to help advance the secret cryoweapons program within Goth Corp. In exchange, Boyle agreed to devote Goth Corp resources to finding a cure for Nora's Huntington's. But Boyle was more interested in how Victor had managed to put Nora into cryostasis. When Victor realized that Boyle had no intention of following through on their deal, he decided to do the Huntington's research himself. But Boyle didn't like that. The cryochemical cocktail altered Victor's metabolism, as well as the guards. Boyle escaped ahead of the plume and had the lab quarantined. Victor survived, but he knew that leaving the supercooled lab would kill him. So he built himself a suit and utilized an organic supercoolant to keep his core temperature sub-zero. All this violence. He's just trying to save his dying wife.
So they had one job in Arkham Origins. In the animated series, Nora's disease is known as McGregor syndrome. They call it Huntington's or something in this. Like,
so they didn't even get the disease
they didn't even
right.
get they got the wrong Easter egg. Yeah, in the animated series, which the Arkham games is heavily based on, it's McGregor syndrome.
The supercoolant Victor uses in his suit is the same fluid I need for the cryo drill.
It would have been a nice little Easter egg because, you know, then you'd be playing and it'd be like, oh,
They remember.
they remembered, but nope, they made up
No,
something else.
They literally didn't have time.
So McGregor syndrome in the animated series is a disease that's fatal and your body starts to decay. So,
wow.
yeah, it was a really bad disease that they never explained how Nora got it. She just gets it. And then the only way to keep her body intact and her organs was for Freeze to freeze her until a cure could be discovered. But it was a really nasty disease. And unfortunately, she had McGregor syndrome like 3 or something. So it was like super fatal. He was able to cure McGregor syndrome 1 and 2.
I just feel like Mr. Freeze's love for his wife is one of the most, like, intense love stories of any story of all time. I just think I mean, it's surprising that one of the most amazing love stories of...
Alfred, send Gordon the evidence I've gathered on Boyle's crimes.
I'm sorry, Master Bruce. I know you had high hopes for what Ferris could do for Gotham.
That doesn't matter now. Victor's plan was never to kill Boyle. He needs Boyle's security access to get his wife out of Goth Corp. That's all he wants.
And now, you're going to stop him?
I have to.
And are you still going to need that gurney?
I am. But not for Victor.
Oh, it's so cool how he says that. He's like, alright, Ferris is a bad guy. I know what we need to do. Pretty cool. After Penguin.
Yeah, but it's sad that one of the most intense love stories is from a villain that loves his wife that much, because it, you know, you would think he would have found a way to, like, help her. Like, it's really Ferris Boyle is the real villain, though.
Nope, McGregor syndrome is actually in the animated series. That's where it originated.
It's like the real villain is Ferris Boyle, though. Like, because, like, Mr. Freeze is a villain, but he's like a tragic villain. He was forced to be one because of what Ferris Boyle did to him.
You want to know what's sad, though? Like, in the animated series, Mr. Freeze was able to cure the first 2 types of McGregor syndrome. But
so
he wasn't...
he was on his way to curing.
No, he couldn't get the 3rd one. Bruce Wayne, thanks to his funding and stuff like that, there's a doctor from overseas that's able to cure Nora, and when Nora gets tired of waiting for Freeze to come back for her, she marries the doctor who saved her.
That is so messed up.
You know what I'm gonna do when I get out of here? I'm gonna have candy for me, a nice hot bath. And then I'm gonna drown you in it. I'm trying.
What was she waiting for? Why was he away?
Why did Freeze leave? He left at the end of Sub-Zero, and then, like, 4 years later or something, when Dick Grayson becomes Nightwing, he even mentions, like, the disease that claimed him started to... The only thing that survived was his head. That's why I don't like the new adventures, is because you find out all this... It's like they had to reinvent Mr. Freeze to make him more of, like, a villain now that after the movie. Like, in all honesty, they didn't need to bring Mr. Freeze back for the season 4, because he had a great send-off. He becomes, like, a just regular comic book villain in the 4th season. Like, he has a complete... It's the same guy voicing him, but he has a complete, like, character change.
That's so messed up, though, because before Nora got sick, she was married to Mr. Freeze. She was married to Victor. So how could she just unmarry him and then marry that other doctor? That's so messed up, because she's still his wife.
I don't know why she does that, because Freeze is presumed dead. They called him the late Mr. Freeze. If you watch the Sub-Zero movie, they're on an oil refinery. The refinery blows up, and Nora is rescued by Barbara, because Mr. Freeze was going to harvest her organs to save Nora.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, so he kidnaps Dick Grayson's girlfriend. Yep.
Because he wants somebody young, because then she'll have young organs.
Yep, he found an exact match, which was... Yep. Yep. But the refinery blows up, and Mr. Freeze is presumed dead, and he never comes back. So Nora is revived, and he's very happy, but, you know, he can't... He's pretty badly injured. His leg is in a sheet of ice because it's busted. His arm's all mangled. You know, he's hanging out with his adopted son, an Alaskan kid, and he's just hanging out with his polar bears. He's happy. And that was the end of... That should have been the end of Mr. Freeze's story. But then, with the new adventures of Batman, or Batman-Superman adventures, they bring Mr. Freeze back as a severed head that's in a robot body, and they make him completely robotic and just very two-dimensional villain. It was stupid. Like, they should have let that be the end of Mr. Freeze's story, as that movie and just let it, you know, let it end like that.
Yeah, he should have just died out there with the polar bears.
No, left it open-ended. Like, maybe he gets back with Nora or whatever. Like, to have him come back and just become this serial killer that is mad at everybody for having a happy life. You know, he's like a Reddit guy complaining about stuff. Like, he goes after people, not their wealth. He goes after things that they cherish, and he kills them. Because he lost what he cherished the most, which was his wife and his humanity. So he's not the same guy anymore.
He becomes like, that's like super petty.
Yeah, he becomes super petty. It was a really bad mischaracterization, in my opinion. It was really dumb.
Oh, let's be reasonable. You're not gonna let me die here now, are you?
They should have left it with that ending from the movie.
Well, the movie was so well done. Like, it's a beautiful story. It doesn't have that much action in it. But it's a good story.
It is a good movie.
Batman Sub-Zero is the name of the movie. It's a very good movie.
You're gonna get me on this damn iceberg?
You're good right where you are.
But you can't leave me here. I'll freeze to death.
Not my problem.
Oh, so you come back to gloat, have you? Oh, I'll hang you with that bloody cape. You hear me? Come on, Batman. You got a price, yeah? Name it. It's yours.
Think warm thoughts. That's fun.
Oh, let's be real. You're not gonna let me die.
Oh, Batman Sub-Zero is a fantastic movie.
Oh, yeah?
It really, really is.
Holy. Thanks. Thank you.
The only thing that Batman Sub-Zero lacks is it doesn't have a lot of action. It's a very, like, slow-paced movie. Like, Mask of the Phantasm is like boom, 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 in your face, lots of stuff happening. There's not too much, like, you know, slow stuff or scenes that don't work. Like, Robin and Batgirl dating is cute and everything, but, like, they make it last too long. Like, they go... Because they already met at the policeman's ball, then they go on a date, and then, you know, all this other stuff. The Robin, or the Dick Grayson chase scene on the motorcycle was really cool. Like, because, you know, he was trying to get his girl back. Like, he's going to do everything he can. And he's kind of cocky because secretly he's Robin. But during this point, he doesn't even know that she's Batgirl. And Batgirl only shows up in the movie for, like, a millisecond. So, she's late to the policeman's ball because she's kicking butt and taking names as Batgirl. But I will say that they handled Batgirl's inclusion in the Sub-Zero movie better than Bruce Timm's later movie, The Killing Joke. So. But I just wanted the movie to have a little bit more action, because Mask of the Phantasm was chef's kiss. It was perfect. It had a balance of everything. And I don't rewatch Sub-Zero very much because it's kind of a boring movie. It's okay. I mean, it's better than most of the movies today. But movies from the 90s, it was just okay. You know?
Yeah.
I barely rewatch it.
Then join me in my fate and freeze.
You're a peon, Victor. A plebe.
Well, let me get little Zelda out of the basement.
You've got
I'll
nothing.
get this stuff
No
out of the
money, no resources. Everything around you I built. Without me, you'd still be turning animals into ice cubes. You stole from me, Victor. You thought I'd just let that go.
You still have time, Boyle. Or are you so empty? with
I think
nothing
it's
to live
the
for?
reason why it's slow paced is because it.
Never save your wife. Look at you. You're out of ideas.
A few more degrees below zero, and we'll see if I need any.
You don't have the guts to do it.
Keep stalling, and
Think-
the cold will do it for
I don't
me.
want to interrupt Mr. Freeze, but I feel like the movie Sub-Zero is slow paced because it's about the inner turmoil and like emotional drama of Mr. Freeze and his thoughts and his feelings.
He's not really the star of the movie, though. Barbara Gordon is the star of the movie. It takes place from her point of view.
Oh.
Like, Batman and Robin are hardly in the movie. Here's the weird thing, though. I'll stop that.
Victor, you have to let him go.
I'm taking my wife. You can't stop me.
I know the truth, and so will the police. Boyle will face judgment for his crimes.
It was an accident. You don't know what you're talking about. What?
Nothing matters. Do you understand? Nothing but my Nora.
Great characterization.
You've endangered lives all over this city. Nora would never have wanted this.
No. What she wants is to live a long life in the warmth of the sun. Her hand in mine. And because of him, she'll only feel the icy touch of a man whose emotions run as cold as the blood in his veins.
I always thought his eyes lit up.
Where are the rest of you? Get in here and honor our bargain.
So, there's one continuity error in the Sub-Zero movie from the animated series
Panels for those
that
disable them.
Boyle is the real
I was just thinking
criminal,
about.
Batman. Help me get my wife, and no one else needs to get hurt.
Well, Mr. Freeze doesn't want to hurt people. That's nice, I guess.
Yeah.
But Robin goes up to Barbara in the movie.
Over here. He's right here.
And he says, "I'm not leaving without you." And he, like, looks her dead in the eye. If Barbara was any normal woman, she would be able to tell that that was Dick. Because it wasn't just Robin talking to her. Like, he literally refuses to leave the refinery without her. You know? And he doesn't even sound like he's using his Robin voice. Like, women can tell if that's your guy. You know? Regardless if you're wearing a costume. But she doesn't know he's Robin for a very long time.
Oh, she's looking him right in the eyes.
Yep.
He's right there.
Which is strange because they were like dancing earlier, looking each other in the eyes.
Also, I mean, I'm pretty sure she saw him do all those acrobatics on the motorcycle when he was chasing after her. But
Yeah.
it is what it is. It's still a good movie. It's a much better movie compared to today's movies, but for a 90s movie, it's just okay.
Warning. Cryotank 1. Overload in progress.
Now get in here and find the Batman. Do not test my patience. What do you see? I know you're up there. Where are you?
Oops, he saw me. Wow, he saw me really well.
In the open.
Nothing matters but my Nora. Yeah, that's very sweet. Okay, I'm not doing very well with this.
Help me kill him. That had to kill him.
Warning. Containment breach in Cryotank 3.
Not let him disable the last reactor.
No way he's going out there.
Ow! While he's frozen.
Grenade! We stay still, we're dead.
He's escaped.
Flush him out.
That was the bat. Find him. He's given away his position.
Nothing matters but my Nora. I need to get the
Find the source of that
So
noise.
where is that other machine?
If this is how you want it to be, so be it.
Gonna be making soup.
I won't allow my wife to be subjected to any more tests. Do you understand? There he is. Do not allow him to escape again.
Warning. Cryotank 2. Overload in progress.
Just take two. Immobilized.
Did I not get it? Oh, come on. That's so annoying.
Cryotank 2.
I see him. Get your asses over here.
He's right there.
That is so irritating.
What the hell? He's gone. He can't have gone far.
How would it be escape?
Where is he?
Focus, damn you.
Oh, come on! He never left! That's not fair! He never moved! That's not fair.
If we
Do
stay
not
still,
test
we're
my
dead.
patience.
We gotta flush him out. So, you go first.
Technically, Batman and Robin should be in the New Adventures outfits for that film. Yeah, you have a point. He's not moving. He's like right there. How am I supposed to get his attention?
Do you understand what it
He's
is
looking
like
right
to
at the
feel
last
taken
drill.
care
That is super annoying.
of? What do you see?
Over here!
Ah. Gotta do it all over
The thought
again.
of killing a man should turn my stomach. But as I look at you now, I feel nothing.
Yeah, but the enemies always respawn. Like, you can't take down the enemies. They always respawn.
Now get in here and find the man.
It's just a waste of time going after the enemies. Because he just calls them all the time.
Sir, you need to find the control panels for those cryogenerators and disable them.
Boyle is the real criminal here, Batman. Help me get my wife, and no one else needs to get hurt. Where are you?
Follow me! I got him!
Do not test my patience.
Warning.
I'm gonna get
Containment
shot.
breach in Cryotank 3.
Get in here and come out of our bargain.
Help me kill him!
Warning. Cryotank 2. Overload in progress.
Not let me disable the last reactor. Now, while he's frozen. How did he escape? Do you understand what it's like to have someone taken from you?
Give me dough! Give me dough!
Does Batman not understand what it's like to have somebody taken from him? Yes, he does.
I am taking Nora. You cannot stop me.
Uh-oh.
Cryo tank 1. Overload in progress.
Let's see how well you do when the air freezes in your lungs.
So, this Mr. Freeze boss battle is very similar to Batman Vengeance. You have to drop icicle things on his head, whereas in the Batman Vengeance thing, you drop, like, cryo canisters. In this one, you want to drop icicles. That's one way of doing it.
Got you.
It was dirty, honey.
Escape.
My lucky day!
No, that's not rust.
My lucky day! On me! I got him!
No, I have almost all the black stuff out of it. It's soaking right now.
Where are the rest of you? Get in here and
Yep, I know what I'm doing. Yep.
Have you lost your resolve? Mine remains as strong as ever.
That room is filled with ice formations, Master Bruce. I suggest you
Oh,
use them to your advantage.
Where are you? Well, Batman, come out and do what you came to do. Where are you? You're next nothing. My suit is resilient, Batman.
Oh, I thought I could punch him.
Get him.
I guess I just have to... I thought I could punch him.
Lost him!
What?
Keep searching!
Fool.
I don't know.
He's escaped.
I didn't throw anything out.
Find him. You're not so. It will take more than that, Batman. Where are you? Damn you, Batman, for forcing my hand. You have forced me to do this.
Chill. I just don't remember how to fight Freeze. It's been so long.
Search the area.
I thought I could sneak up behind him and beat him up, but guess not. Also, I keep throwing more than one Batarang,
Find him.
which is not good. Now I'm all out of icicles.
Search the area. Incompetence. Find him. Stop me, and come out of the shadows.
I'll look at the date, honey. I'll look at the date. It should still be good then.
Holy anger me. Do not disappoint. We made a deal. Now get in here and find the Batman. I know you're up there. How did he escape? I want him found.
Over here! He's right here!
box you in, Batman. Do not allow him to escape again.
Yeah, see how he keeps bringing guys in no matter what?
Jeez, you wanna get shot? This ain't working.
Have you lost your resolve? Mine remains as strong as ever. Well, Batman, come out and do what you came to do.
There's like almost no point to just taking out the thugs because they just keep doing it.
Damn you, Batman, for forcing my hand. You have forced me to do this. Imbecile. Fool. Have you lost
It's
your
okay.
resolve? Mine remains as strong as ever. Imbecile. You won't escape that way. Damn you, Batman, for forcing my hand.
Hello, Link.
Well, Batman, come out and do what you came to do. Search the area. Find him. I'll box you in.
What did you just freeze?
Search the area. Find him. Search the area. You have forced me to do this. Find him. You want to stop me? Then come out of the shadows. Search the area.
So hard to see here. Oh, of course he walked right past it.
Have you lost your resolve? Mine remains as strong as ever.
Ah, man. You okay? Damn it.
You want to stop me? Then come out of the shadows.
Stay calm, okay?
You have forced me to
We're all
do
gonna
this.
end up like him if we don't find this son of a bitch. You ain't taking me down.
Well, Batman, come out and do what you came to do. Damn you, Batman, for forcing my hand. Have you lost your resolve? Mine remains as... I built this suit with multiple redundancies. Incompetence! Where are the rest of you? Get in here and honor our bargain.
Wait, you're bringing in more guys? That's like a ton of dudes.
Well, Batman, come out and do what you came to do.
Yes, darling.
You want to stop me? Then come out of the shadows. Do not test my patience.
Yeah, this is taking a lot longer than it usually does. I'm really rusty.
You have forced me to do this. Damn you, Batman.
There's supposed to be a thing I can go through. That's not it. Where'd he go?
Have you lost your resolve? Mine remains as strong as ever. You want to stop me? Then come out of the shadows.
Yeah, see? He constantly replenishes guys. So he always has 4 people out no matter what you do. As soon as you take down one of the dudes, he gets another one.
I know you're up there. You have forced me to do this.
We make it out of this? First thing I'm gonna do is call my mom.
Keep your eyes open or you're gonna end up like this sorry son of a bitch. Damn you, Batman, for forcing mine. Keep moving. Find him. Well, Batman, come out and do what you came to do. Have you lost your resolve?
Oh,
Remain as strong as...
Wait, you running?
You won't escape that way. He's escaped. How did he escape?
I didn't know I was being scanned.
Search the area. You want to stop me? Then come out of the shadows. Where are you?
Oh, I didn't know this turned into a thermal batarang.
I know you're up there. Find him. Damn you, Batman, for forcing mine.
Thanks for the super chat, Daffy.
Search the area. You have forced me to do this. Where are you? Find him. Well, Batman, come out and do what you came to do.
Walk right there, you giant snowman.
Search the area.
Come on. This is getting really irritating.
Have you lost your resolve? Mine remains as strong as ever.
What's making this take so long is I accidentally used up all my, all the icicles.
Well, Batman, come out and do what you came.
If I hadn't used up all the icicles, I'd be pelting him with icicles. but I was knocking down 3 at a time instead of 1, which is why this is taking so long. Sorry about that.
Find him. You want to stop me? Then come out of the shadows. I'll box you in. Search the area.
Containment
Dang it,
failure
I
in
can't
capsule
punch him.
1. Prime subject Nora Freeze in danger.
No!
If I can get underneath him, I can take him from below.
Cryogenic containment failing. Prime subject Nora Freeze in danger.
I should have just killed him. Him and the bat. Why didn't I just kill him?
Containment failure in capsule 1. Prime subject Nora Freeze in danger.
Hang on, Nora. I've almost got you.
Yeah, but I can't get under him.
Why didn't I just kill him? I should have just killed him. Him and the bat. Hang on, Nora. I've almost got you.
Never mind.
I should have just killed him. Him and the bat.
Thanks for doing the heavy lifting, Batman. But you shouldn't have stuck your nose in my business. And here I thought I was going to have a problem explaining what happened in your lab. I mean, the police are never going to look at me after what you did. And with this bat freak dead, there won't be anyone left to say otherwise.
Cryogenic containment failing.
And that just leaves you.
Please. You can save her. You just have to bypass the cryo.
Victor, she died. But I'll keep you alive long enough to see her go. Go!
Take a seat, humanitarian.
Cryogenic containment restored.
I'm sorry, Victor. I can't give you peace, but I can give you justice.
There you go, guys. So, Arkham Origins Cold Cold Heart DLC is done. Now the post-game tomorrow.
Breaking news out of North
Enjoy the
Gotham
ending.
this hour, where protest has turned to celebration. Under extreme pressure from Gotham's citizens, Mayor Hill has just announced his resignation. While Hill has not ruled out a possible run for re-election in the new year, His resignation means that Peter Grogan will likely not be the next police commissioner of Gotham. Speculation has already begun about who the new mayor will appoint as commissioner, with many pundits naming GCPD Captain James Gordon as the frontrunner. And now to South Gotham, where Vicky Vale brings us this live report.
Thanks, Janine. I'm standing at the corporate headquarters of Goth Corp, where Captain Gordon has confirmed that Goth Corp CEO Ferris Boyle has been taken into police custody. Police report that Mr. Boyle stands accused of manslaughter, extortion, and attempted murder. Shocking accusations given that just earlier tonight, he accepted the Wayne Foundation's award for Humanitarian of the Year. Also in custody is the notoriously elusive underworld crime boss Oswald Cobblepot, better known as the Penguin, as well as a Goth Corp cryogenicist, Victor Freeze. Mr. Freeze is being held under heavy guard at Gotham General, receiving treatment for an undisclosed medical condition. Quincy Sharp has suggested that Mr. Freeze is yet another example of the type of criminal that needs the specialized care that only Arkham Asylum can provide. Police credit these arrests to solid police work, but this reporter suspects the vigilante known as the Batman had more than a small role to play. On a personal note, I owe Batman a debt of gratitude for rescuing me from almost certain death earlier this evening. So, thank you, Batman. For all of us. Back to you, Janine.
Thanks, Vicky. The Batman continues to be one of the top stories this holiday season. So as we here at GNN wish you all a happy and safe New Year's Eve, we'll leave you with just a few of the comments you've made about Gotham's Caped Crusader.
I was surrounded. Next thing you know, bam, boom, kapow! The bastards are all on the ground, KO'd. I didn't even see him coming.
Oh, it was all a blur. He just whooshed in out of nowhere.
Listen, I'm a cop. I can't condone what he does, but I can be grateful he's doing it.
Oh, he's real, all right. I got the bruises to prove it. He's real, he's ruthless, and there ain't nothing in the world that's gonna stop him.
Wait, was that it? I thought they talked more. I guess that was it. So, we've got Copsicles left to do tomorrow and some other stuff. Not a lot of stuff, though. It's terrible that the cops are frozen. Well, we gotta let them out. No, Mr. Freeze didn't do that to the cops. Penguin's men with their cryogenic guns. Mr. Freeze was too busy trying... He put some of them in stasis, yeah, but not all of them. He gave out freeze gun technology to Penguin because Penguin was the one who helped him.
I didn't know that they did that.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know they had his gun.
Yep. Yep, they re-engineered his cold weaponry.
I'm sorry the fridge looks terrible. Link,
What, that was Link who meowed like that?
Like, I'm putting the little fiend downstairs to Link, I am not bringing this downstairs for you. Unless you have to use the bathroom. There you go, if that's where you want to go. I'm going down there. I don't know, let me know what you're doing. Why are you looking directly with your eye into that...
Into the void?
No, he's looking into the flashlight with his eye.
He stared at the flashlight with his eyes? Womp. Yeah, that's not good. Not a very bright cat. He never said he was a bright kitty. We just said he was smart because he comes when his name is called, but he does do stupid stuff quite a bit. Okay, so I guess we'll get the music started for solo leveling. That's actually a cool looking thumbnail I made for this year. This is the best DLC out of all the Arkham DLC? Oh, yeah. It would be interesting to have had Clock King Easter egg because of Mayor Hill. Yeah, it would have been. Maybe they were saving a lot for future games. Like, you have to remember that WB Games Montreal, after they finished this game, they started work on a sequel. You know? They, you know, WB Games Montreal probably figured, hey, if this game sells pretty decently, which it did, they were like, we'll probably get to make an Arkham Origins 2 and 3, because Rocksteady got to make 3 games. I'm pretty sure that when WB Games worked on this in like 2011, 2012, they probably were assuming that, you know, the game would do really well and they would have a sequel in like 2017 or something. You know? But the Arkham franchise went on hiatus for 9 years after Arkham Knight. We didn't get another new Arkham game until Arkham Shadow, and it wasn't even made for consoles. It was made for VR. And we didn't even get the announcement that Arkham Shadow was coming out. I believe they teased it at the end of 2023. I think they did at the Game Awards or something like that. They teased Arkham. But I don't remember. Either that or they waited till Summer Game Fest. I don't remember. But even back then, you know, when I beat this game and beat the DLC in 2014, I was like, man, there's so many possibilities for a new Arkham game by these guys. And I said if they polish off some stuff, they could make a great, you know, sequel to bring Robin in or something. Or Two-Face or something. The possibilities were endless. There's still a lot of endless possibilities after Arkham Origins. In reality, though, they shouldn't have released Blackgate in 2013. Blackgate should have been released in 2014. A year later, that game was a buggy mess, too. They released both Blackgate and Arkham Origins at the same time, the same day. That was a bad move. It was not wise.
Alright, Luke, I'm taking my medicine.
But yeah, I thought I would be milking Arkham games my entire career. That there would be like... By the time like 2020 came, I was thinking there'd probably be like 4 or 5 Arkham games.
Boy, were you wrong.
I was so wrong. I didn't think anybody would be that stupid to fumble the franchise. Well, here we are.
Yeah, they kept bleeding.
Because Assassin's Creed kept making mediocre games. Why not Arkham? Exactly. It prints money. Yeah.
They could have had the classic trilogy, and then they could have had the mediocre spin-off, starting with Arkham Origins. That could have been the spin-off that continued forever.
I'm sure he'll even play the Damian Wayne game. Most of those devs did that. Most of them did Origins. Yep. Well, that's Warner Brothers for you. Yep. Warner Brothers is the villain of their own story. Mm-hmm.
They live long enough to see themselves.
Glad they showed Arkham Shadow when they were ready, unlike dropping Metroid Prime 4 6 years ago. Well, I mean, the game started development in 2022, I believe, is when Arkham Shadow began development. I'd have to ask Ryan again, but I think it was 2022. And then the first trailer was at the end of 2023, I think. And then the game released the, was it Holiday 2024? Something like that. Does no one see my messages? Super chats are easier to see messages. I'm looking for you on my phone. You have a... okay, so I need to find that icon. See an X-Men icon, a Shield icon, John Doe, Penguin, John Doe, Penguin. Alvin and the Chipmunks? Oh, that's Santa Mario. Oh, that's kind of clever. Daffy thing, Zach, Sonma. I'm not seeing your comment. I'm scrolling. Destroy main machine. Good point. I see that comment. Too many enemies. Saw that comment. That's all I see. Especially now since WB sold their soul to Netflix. Yep. Well. Yep. I'm back with my dinner. I missed the ending of the Cold Heart DLC. Yes, you did. So you all think we're getting another Arkham VR game? Yep. I think that the next Arkham game that we're getting is Arkham Shadow 2. Whatever that's going to be. That game sold phenomenally well on Facebook. And Facebook is not going to just be like, okay. You know, they're going to want to have another VR game in the next 2 years or so. And VR games are faster, like, development time and things like that. They only worked on Arkham Shadow for barely 2 years. So, Arkham Origins was worked on from 2011 until 2013. Released in holiday of 2013. So, Arkham Origins was heavily rushed using the Arkham City engine. And they really pushed the capabilities of the PS3, though. Let's Play complete? No, we have a lot of stuff to do. We have post-game to get the copsicles, and then after that is we got to go back to do the data packs and the Riddler and the what do you call it? The Cyrus Pickney thing.
Congratulations, sir. Victor, Ferris, and even that scoundrel Cobblepot are all in custody. Shall we call it a night, then?
Not yet, Alfred. There's still work to be done.
Alright, guys and gals. I think we need to go into the Ferris Boyle's thing. We have all these copsicles out here. So I found 10 copsicles in total. Let's see how many are out here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm still missing one. I don't know where the 10th one is. No! The hunt for the copsicles. Darn. Darn. I always miss one. It's going to be 19 again this year. I can never find all 20. Blah, 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 blah. According to Ryan, Shadow was a 5-year development cycle. Imagine the next one will be much shorter due to the fact that they developed the gameplay systems and the engine. That's true. So Ryan says he started it in 2019 then? Yes, Arkham VR and Arkham Shadow are canon. What post-game? Copsicles. Copsicles are police that are frozen. It's just a nickname. The last copsicle is at the docks in the Coventry. Oh, okay. Alright, so we'll get those guys tomorrow. So, the Cold Heart DLC stream will merge with, once we get all the copsicles, which will probably take 30 minutes, then we're going to go back into getting data packs in Arkham Origins, because we have a lot of data packs to do. Next up is solo leveling, guys. It's been a while. Going to get the music running for you, and then I'll work on a cat short. But, yeah. 2019 or 2020. The game came out in 2024. If he's saying it's a 5-year development, then he had to start in 2019. It would only be a 4-year development if he started in 2020. 2024. Because the game came out holiday 2024. It was in one of the Q&A streams. Yep, alright guys, I'll see you for solo leveling. Thank you so much for watching. Your stream for Arkham tomorrow is Thrill Kill and Cold Heart post-game. What is the next Arkham stream? I just announced it. And then after we finish Arkham Origins, we have to go back to Arkham Knight. We'll be doing Arkham Knight until the middle of January. Be doing Animal Crossing, and we'll also be finishing up Metroid. Metroid will get finished sometime this week, but maybe we'll get far enough to finish solo leveling tonight. I don't know. Doubt it. We have to grind a bunch. Alright, guys. I'll see you on solo leveling. Should be fun. God bless. Happy gaming. Thanks so much for watching. Thank you to the few people that gave super chats. You guys are breathtaking. And, appreciate you guys for watching. Alright, cool. See you guys over there.